So, dear student, a very good evening to all of you. So, dear student, as always, we are going to discuss about important news from Odisha-specific, national level, or other controversial news that is most important for your OPSC interview. So, we are going to discuss in depth of any particular topic that is in news. So, I think yesterday we have left with one question, important question. Why in Odisha we have seen repeatedly self-immolation of women are happening. So what are the root cause behind that? One death, it's okay. Matlab, we can not okay, but it can be happen. We can say by accident, but it is not possible to have repeated death one after another. That might be some systemic problem in that. Okay. So what are this problem or why our women are committing or they are committing taking such an extreme stand, extreme step? Please go ahead. Yes, please.
Sir, I think in my opinion that India is a patriarchal society, and we have systematic issues of these societal norms in our state also. Although we are improving in this front, and so looking at this increasing cases of self-immolation, we can point out that so there is a community who is not approachable to the complaint of the women particularly. So we need to be approachable and be promote ourselves as a problem solver, not as like victim blaming capacity. And the second reason, sir, maybe we are lacking in the safety and security concerns to the women, like the immolation cases happened in uh, Puri district. So, sir, there is another that is the growing concern of misuse of social media. Like we have been not spreading awareness, rather showing the same cases again and again, the repeated cases. Somehow it is spreading a narration of like suicide that can be a mind changing perspective to the other person who can understand your emotion, but I think it's not a suitable way. So as a whole we have to strike a balance, like for the safety, security, and creating an atmosphere for to be women friendly, and more so digital security should be there, and the news should be fair enough only to promote awareness, and not showing again and again the suicidal content, because it is changing the perception. That's what I believe, sir.
Sir, self-immolation of girls in the Odisha increased because of the in our educational institutions like colleges, the ICC Internal Complaint Committee are not working properly, so that
Mm-hmm.
girl students cannot complain their views or their any issues cordially with the teachers. Second, sir,
Mm-hmm.
mental health issue is a big challenge nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Students are more involved in digital platforms rather than the physical involvement with the physical discussion with their friends. Third, sir, lack of family involvement in regarding the issues of the girls or boys, anyone else. That means
Mm-hmm.
girls cannot describe their problems easily with their family members. What is happening with them, or what is the
Mm-hmm.
real issue? Then, sir,
Mm-hmm.
media highlight is another issue. It might encourage any other that someone is dying with the immolation, and
Uh-huh.
I am also going to do that. So, as my problem is not
Copycat.
solving, yes.
That is what you call
Uh,
copycat methods.
so these are the issues as I thought, think that.
Okay. Good. No issue. Yes. Any other student? Any other student want to add any other point?
Sir, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Sir, this issue shows the multifaceted pathological structures of our society. First,
Mhm.
first thing is the lack of sex education in our society, and the
Mhm.
second one is the deep-rooted patriarchal mindset of our society. And third
Mhm.
thing is there is a as a society, as a
Mhm.
system, we lack implementing the rules and regulations. That is
Mhm.
called normlessness. And
Mhm.
the fourth one is that there is a lack in the co-education system. And the fifth one is there is a issue of sensitization of the gender. And the fifth
Mhm.
one is the lack of opportunity to showing your individuality in a patriarchal society. And the sixth
Mhm.
and the seventh one is the process of approaching to the authority is lacking its way of showing the path to the students. And the eighth one is the huge impact of social media,
No, no.
which is
ଦେଖ ଦେଖ ଏତେ ଲମ୍ବା ନ ଯାଇକି ତମେ ତାକୁ ଚାରିଟା ପଏଣ୍ଟରେ ସମରାଇଜ କର କାହିଁକି କହିଲେ ପେସେନ୍ସ ନଥିବ ତାଙ୍କର ହେଲା କି ରେଦର ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ୟୁଜ 4 ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ ଲିଟିଲ ବିଟ୍ ଟିକେ ଟିକେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ କରିବାର ଅଛି ହେଲା କି ଦେଖ ବେଶୀ ଖିଚି ମାନେ ବେଶୀ ପଏଣ୍ଟ କହିଲେ टाइम मिलिबनी तमे आउ अदर क्वेश्चन पे ऑप्शन मिलिबनी यू कैन गिव मोस्ट प्रेसिंग 4 पॉइंट ओके
yes sir, yes sir.
now whatever you are saying is absolutely right but my what I am saying you should restrict your point in just 4 points if they ask about more other point you can go ahead
Understood, sir. Understood.
ha.
Sir, we can give some sociological touch also to this answer also.
Okay what kind of sociological touch
Sir, we can give that Emile Durkheim's the theory of suicide also. This is a
okay
fatalistic suicide, so we
Mhm.
can give that touch also to this answer also.
Okay but unless otherwise they ask all these things you need to avoid because they might not have that knowledge na
Yes, sir. Yes, right, sir.
ha. So unless otherwise they ask you about so much of technicality and subject knowledge because they might not be having this knowledge. So okay, it's okay. So any other question you want to discuss? I think someone asking yesterday only something.
Sir, yesterday I requested you to discuss one thing about the age limit of the POSCO case. Earlier, there was a case in West Bengal where a 14 years old girl who eloped
Mhm.
with a
Okay,
marriageable age
okay.
man. So where the
Mhm.
case went on in the High Court and Supreme Court, and
Yes, yes, yes,
High Court
yes.
found the person guilty, but finally
Mhm.
the matter went up to Supreme Court,
Mhm.
where the exceptional judgment was given, and that man
Mhm.
was set free. Where the
Mhm.
remark was given by the judge was the
Mhm.
girl which has been dissed by the society, by the family, and
Mhm.
she has been the victim of this case. So,
Yes, yes.
so this is so, sir. What would be if this question is asked? What is your opinion
Huh?
about this case, or any
Okay.
sort of exception has to be taken? So, what would be the
Okay.
way out?
Okay. Okay. So before that, tell me what is POXO Act? It is POXO. POC. POXO Act 2012. So what is POXO Act 2012? Tell me some of the provision of POXO Act.
Prevention of child sexual offense.
Salai, sir?
Please, please. Please, please. I think someone is saying female. Please go ahead. A little bit of louder also.
Sir, prevention of
Mm-hmm.
prevention of child sexual. Oh,
Exploitation. Yes.
yes.
So, yes, yes. Please, please. So the act is treat anyone below the age of 18 become children. So it prevent sexual exploitation of the children. It also include making pornography and other obscene content, video content of the children also punishable offense. So this law is a very gender neutral law. So even for boys, those who are under age of 18, so if any sexual harassment or any sexual assault happens, then they can also file the case. And second, those who are convict or perpetrator, they can be male or female also. So this is a big law or good law where gender neutral law. Okay? it provide for child friendly court also. So in case of procedure happen, it is not like the normal court, it is a child friendly court where all support are provided to the children, and the law is providing very harsh punishment, okay, for those who are involving in such heinous act. But this question is what happened, the children now they are exposing to the social media. So my next question, I've given you the provision and context of everything. So my next question is, now our youth, our kids are exposing to the social media and globalized, the globalized world. So they learn a lot of things before their maturity. So, so they sometimes involve in some sexual or romantic relationship before the age of 18. But in that case, let's say both the male and female they are under 18. They are involved in some sexual activity, but the female father or female parent they file a complaint. So don't you think that that is what led to the misuse? And we are putting some kids. This is relation, and we cannot control that because already they are exposing. So this is society is evolving. So just by putting that kids in jail and this legal system, instead of changing the behavior, we are actually punishing and making them emerge as a criminals. Yes, please.
Sir,
Yes,
I
can
believe, this is a very sensitive case. With
Mm-hmm,
respect, because as per our provisions, legal provisions,
mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm,
age of voting is the marriageable age is for 18 for the girls and the 21 for the males. So considering the
mm-hmm,
biological development and the changes in the society itself, so there has
mm-hmm,
been a rise and with to exposure to the social media and the changes in the society itself, the society has
mm-hmm,
evolved, and
mm-hmm.
at a early age, the individuals, let it be a boy and girl, they are maturing and their thought process is developing. So there has been
Uh-huh,
a PIL filed by the advocate Indra Jaising to
uh-huh,
reduce this age to 16 years for both the gender.
uh-huh,
So instead of
uh-huh,
to reduce this gender inequality, the age of
uh-huh.
18 and 21, we should reduce this age to 16, so that there
No,
has
I
to be a
don't
gender.
think this is what this is what you are talking about marriage. Marriage is completely different thing. So here
No,
actually,
for,
if
sir,
any
for this POXO
children,
only, sir.
OXO is actually it's not dealing with marriage. It's dealing with sexual exploitation. This is there is
No, she has.
another act. It's called PCMA. Another act called Prevention of Child Marriage Act. But actually, POXO is dealing with anyone below the age of 18. If they are indulged in sexual activity, it is a crime. More than 18, this is not a crime. First of all,
Sir,
whether it is male, female.
she filed
Ah,
an PIL to
yes,
reduce this
reduce the
age to
age.
16.
Yes,
Not
16. Yes,
18 to 16.
yes.
Yes, sir.
For everyone, like what happened between this 16 to 18 age, it is called adolescent age. So our youth, the kids are very very violent. Not it's like volatile. There are a lot of exposure, so they are seeing a lot of content in Instagram, YouTube. So and also they are quite curious. So they sometimes explore something. So that is the reason we if we punish them something, we are not able to teach them. For example, we have not able to teach them what is right and what is wrong. But whenever they commit something, we don't have any right to punish them. So instead of that, so that is the demand actually to reduce this age to 16. But at the same time, that might be led to the misuse also. If you reduce the age, but for example, if there is a sexual assault against a let's say girl child or boy child below the age of 16, if other person is more than the age of 18, in that case, I think we should treat that person as a like POXO Act. But if both this teeny they're under the age of 18, we no need under the age of 18 and more than the 16. In that case, we should not invoke any no any POXO Act. ବୁଝିପାରିଲ ନା ଏଟା ବୁଝିପାରିଲନି?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
ହଁ ଦେଖ ଯଦି ଦିଟା ଆମର ଛୁଆ ଯଦି ଦି ଜଣ ତାଙ୍କର 16 ରୁ 18 ବର୍ଷ ଅଛି ମାନେ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କ ଜାଣି ପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ଲାଇଫରେ କଣ ଠିକ କଣ ଭୁଲ କାହିଁକି ନା ଆମ ସୋସାଇଟି we are not able to educate them properly. So it's not their mistake and they might be commit a mistake. So we should not penalize them. So which is going to be very harmful rather than helping them, because ultimate aim of our criminal justice system is not punishment but reform. So are we
Sir, there
really
is
doing
a
the reform?
sir.
Yes.
Recently, there is a case of sodomy,
Mm-hmm,
somewhere in a district in Odisha itself. I don't remember the
mm-hmm,
exact district. So there is a case
mm-hmm,
of sodomy, and all
Mhm,
five are involved in this case are minors.
mhm,
They are in the age group of
mhm,
15 to 16, and they
mhm,
have killed this person also. They have killed that schoolmate also, their friend. So
mhm.
now this case is subjudiced in the Odisha High Court.
Okay,
So
okay. I think it will be invoked, Juvenile Justice Care and Protection Act, JJ Act.
yes, sir.
If they are under the age of 16, then they will be treated as a child. If they are more than 16 and less than 18, so they will be trial whether kid or children or adult decided by the Juvenile Justice Welfare Committee. There is a Juvenile Justice Board at the district level. So they will decide whether this should be trial on the basis of their mental age, psychological repercussion, a lot of things they will study, and then they'll decide. So, as far as your question, like, the Bengal issue. So in Bengal, what happened? So initially, the kid sexual relation with the man, with the children, and fast it, after that, I think there is a pregnancy, and that girl gave birth to a kid also. So after that, the Kolkata High Court penalized, but by penalizing that, already the kid, the girl child here, jo involved in the POXCO sexual harassment, already suffering a lot. Now, if you are punishing, the male person involved in this act, further punished now, because they'll not have any money to sustain themselves. Already, dekho, if someone is having pregnant at the 16, 17, 18 age, just imagine they don't have any other option. So they have to depend it already. And if you are penalizing, the man, then in that case, further, the women have no other option but to suffer further. But it is the failure of justice, because law it take a lot of time. It should be take initial at the initial stage. It should be take all the courses. It should provide all the protections to this kid at that moment. Then only you can prevent the pregnancy, and then it can prevent the birth of the child also. Then only we can ensure we can rehabilitate the children. But it is the failure of the the legal system, failure of the everyone. I think it's not about single person. Even the High Court is also failed. That is the reason at the end Supreme Court given the verdict. So I think ultimate ultimate objective of justice or law, criminal justice system or legal system is to ensure welfare. But sometime uh, for the greater good, for the justice, so this kind of decision may be taken. But at the same time, we need to create a lot of awareness. We need to create about education among the children, particularly those who are 16 to 18. At the same time, we need to fast track our criminal justice system also. ତମେ ଯୋଉ କେସଟା କହୁନ ଏ କେସଟା ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଭଲସେ ପଢିଥିଲି, ଯେଟା ମୋର ମନେ ଅଛି, ହିନ୍ଦୀରେ ଗୋଟେ ଥର ଆସିଥିଲା। ଠିକ ଅଛି।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ହଁ। So any other question? ଆଉ କିଛି question ପଚାରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛ?
Sir, in the Supreme Court judgment in case of governor issue, sir,
Uh-huh.
if they ask that is it right for the Supreme Court to give such timeline as it is not in the constitution?
Already we have already discussed, I think, twice this. Okay, फिर भी हम discuss कर लेते हैं. No issue, we'll discuss once again. So you can say ultimately when there is a constitutional deadlock exists. So whenever the state government, state assembly having mandate of people, they have passed something, and if governor is sitting on the bill for indefinite time without taking any decision, so that is what led to the constitutional crisis. So ultimately, we have to ensure that democratic principle, democracy should be surviving at the any cost. So you can say Supreme Court is the final interpreter and constitution. So even past also they have given a lot of things. But you can say though the original constitution not provided, but I believe it should be given. You can say, but you can say it should not be given. You can say also, you can say that there should not be any restriction because original constitution not given, and the governor is given such power to protect sovereignty, territorial integrity, and a lot of things they need to protect. That is the reason I think there should not be given. While at the same time, we need to ensure that those who are appointed as a governor, they should be political neutral. They should be rise above the party politics. They have to act like as a head of the states. So they need to be statesmen. So you can say either way. The way you justify is really matter. Okay. Any other question? And please post your transcript. ଯେମିତି ତମର ସରି ଯାଉଛି ପ୍ଲିଜ ଦେଖ ତମେ ବି ଦେଖ ଆଜି କେତେ ବେନିଫିଟ ପାଇଲ କାହିଁକି ନା ଆଉ କିଏ ତମ ପାଇଁ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସକ୍ରିପ୍ଟ ପୋଷ୍ଟ କରିଥିଲେ। ସୋ ପ୍ଲିଜ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ଟ୍ରାନ୍ସକ୍ରିପ୍ଟ କର। ଦେଖ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖ ଗୋଟେ କଲେକ୍ଟିଭ ଗୋଟେ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ବନିବା ଦରକାର ଯାହାର ବି ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ସରି ଯାଉଛି। ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ଥିଙ୍କ କି ସମନ୍ ମାଇଟ୍ ଗେଟ୍ ବେନିଫିଟ। ଦେଖ ଯୋଉ ମାର୍କ ମିଳିବାର ଅଛି ମିଳିଯିବ। ତମେ ଜାଦା ସେଲଫିଶ ହେଲେ ଆହୁରି ବି ଖରାପ ହେଇଯାଇପାରେ ହେଲା କି ସେଲଫିଶ ହୁଅ ନା ସବୁବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ କଜ ପାଇଁ କାମ କର। ମେ ବି ଗଡ ମେ ବି give you good luck also. Rest is up to you. I think କିଏ ମତେ ଜଣେ ସେୟାର କରିଥିଲେ ପୁଣି ଡିଲିଟ କରିଦେଲେ। ସେମିତି କରିବା କଥା ନୁହଁ। ଓକେ।
ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ପରେ ସାର୍ ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ ଫୋନ କଲେ ଫୋନ ବି ଉଠଉନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଉ।
ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି ଆରଥର ଚାଲ କହିବା କଥା ନୁହେଁ ସବୁ ଛୋଟ ଛାଡ କଣ ତାପରେ କଥା ହବା। No issue. So tell me, there is a infection that is going on in the Kerala. So it is called brain eating bacteria. Any idea about that? Brain eating, not bacteria, brain eating amoeba.
So it is basically found in stagnant water or stagnant water basically. And this is transmitted through nose, and initial symptoms like fever, headache are occurring. And then
What is
it's
the name of
affecting.
that amoeba?
Sir, I can't remember name.
PAM, primary amoebic encephalite ऐसे कुछ है। PAM, primary amoebic encephalitis ऐसे कुछ है। ठीक है। सो और यू कैन से नाइजेरिया फाउलेरिस, उसका भी नाम भी है नाइजेरिया फाउलेरिस। Okay, no issue. So why these are spreading very rapidly in the Kerala? Please.
Since stagnant water basically it is occurring. So from that infection is spreading quite a lot because of drinking such water, such stagnant pond water or like that. Yes, sir. I think this is only. I don't.
Why it is spreading very rapidly now? Obviously, anything happen, you can link it to the climate change, na? Because of climate change led to the what? More temperature, more humidity, na? So that is what can be a breeding ground for this amoeba. And you can say more pollution and stagnation. Okay? And you can say about also there is a increasing pollution in our water bodies. Whenever there is high pollution, so these are being colonized by all this amoeba bacteria or harmful organism. Whenever water is having low BOD COD, so that is being easily colonized. Okay. So what is the controversy about Nicobar? So why people are concerned about the Nicobar? I think something is going on. What is that?
It is related to a controversy related to the development of the Great Nicobar transshipment, as the government has planned to carry out the development of the Great Nicobar by building the transshipment ports and other infrastructures there. There are issues like the displacement of the tribals and especially related to they have not taken clearance from the environment ministry. And also, sir, issues regarding the rights of the tribals, which comes under the FRA, also has been not looked upon. So these are the controversy that is going on.
Okay. Okay. Anything regarding displacement of the tribals? Some of the PBTG found there. Anyone can name the PBTG found there?
So Shompen one.
Sompen
And देखो केमिति याद रखियो
and
देखो मन
Nicobaris
रखियो
also.
हाँ एमती याद रखियो निकोबर रे जाई कि मु शैम्पू लगाउथली निकोबरी सोमपेन ओके so any other issue don't you think that this is the mega biodiversity this is one of the hot spot of our biodiversity so there is I think one species called I think orthopod some species are very endangered so by constructing that it is going to be clear a lot of problem also this region is prone to earthquake also if you are investing developing infrastructure large infrastructure so in future earthquake that is what going to damage it na ठीक है ना so these are few points you can talk of what are the controversies if that is the reason so tell me whether we should go for development or we should listen to this environmentalism opposed by some of the people so like which way we should go so whether we should abandon this project or we need to go ahead with this project
So I think we should go with this project, but we have to make sure that the environment impact assessment and the social impact assessment need to be carefully done, and
Mhm.
the tribal ଯୋଉ ଟ୍ରାଇବାଲ ମାନଙ୍କର ଯୋଉଟା ତାଙ୍କର ଏଥନିକ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ ଯୋଉଟା ଅଛି ବା ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ ନିଜସ୍ୱ
Mhm.
ଯୋଉ ଚଳିବା ପଦ୍ଧତି ଅଛି ସେଇଟା ଯେମିତି ଆମେ
tribal
ହମ୍ପର ନ
culture
କରୁ
tribal tradition tribal society yes socio cultural practices we need to
ସେଇଟା
preserve
ଯେମିତି ହମ୍ପର ଆଣ୍ଡ ଇକୋନୋମିକ ଆଡଭାନ୍ସମେଣ୍ଟ ବି ନିହାତି ଦରକାର କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମକୁ ତା ସହିତ ବି ଏନଭାରମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ସୋସିଆଲ ଇମ୍ପାକ୍ଟକୁ ବି ଧ୍ୟାନ ଦେବାକୁ ପଡିବ
yes you can say simply what we can do we need to ensure sustainable development while meeting the developmental need because we need transshipment hub because currently we are depending on the Sri Lanka we are depending on the Singapore we are a big country why should we depend on all these small countries rather we should have a transshipment hub so definitely we need to have because it is going to develop our economy it is going to develop Andaman Nicobar is a strategy to counter the Chinese influence there na? But while at the same time we should not turn down our blind eyes to this environmental issue so because environmental issue if we are not respect environment will not respect the humanity also so we have to protect preserve for that we can take preventive measure like we can conduct EIA we need to ensure that as minimum as ecological damage we can restore so all these things we can take into account okay so whenever you are talking about, always talk about this sustainable development. We cannot abandon development. We cannot abandon environment. We have to follow middle path. So tell me what is RIC? RIC. What is RIC? RIC. And why it is so relevant after SEO summit?
Russia, India, China.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the biggest, bigger countries after US
Mm-hmm.
with great economy and population, having so much potential and progressive country. So this is the challenge for United States.
Okay. Any other point?
Sir, these three countries are the main developing countries of the Asian continent, and so that the Western countries are thinking that these countries may be a power, maybe create another power group against the Western countries. So these are ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଏଟା ବେଶୀ ଟିକେ ମାନେ important ହେଇଯାଇଛି after the SCO summit.
Sir.
Okay. Yes.
Sir, these countries and along with other Asian countries have the potential to create de-dollarization effect and introduce their own BRICS currency. So that is challenge for the Western countries, sir.
Okay. So you can say if you look into GDP size of these three countries, they are equivalent to USA GDP. And market size, world 40% population contribute by these three countries. And in terms of raw material, Russia is having a lot of raw material. China is having critical minerals. India is having manpower. So like entire world power is here. So if we can overcome our dispute, past territorial, whatever may be the dispute, then I think we can going to realize the Asian century. But for that, both China and India, they need to come out of this past, shocks or past things, and we have to move forward. Okay, na? So you have to see the significance because combined GDP is more than that of the USA also.
ରଷିଆର ଯୋଉ ସିଗ୍ନିଫିକାଣ୍ଟ କହିଲେ କଣ ସେଟା ଇଣ୍ଡିଆର ମ୍ୟାନପାୱାର, ଚାଇନାର ହଉଛି
ରଷିଆ ପାଖରେ ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଅଛି ନା, ଗ୍ୟାସ୍ ଅଛି, ଅଏଲ ଅଛି, ମିଲିଟାରୀ ହାର୍ଡୱେୟାର ରେ ବହୁତ ଆଡଭାନ୍ସ ଅଛି, ଆଡଭାନ୍ସ ଟେକ୍ନୋଲୋଜିରେ ଆଡଭାନ୍ସ ଅଛି, ଫିशिଂ, ଲଟ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଫିशिଂ. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So tell me, should India focus more its relation with the RIC country or should focus more its relation with the G7? So like, we are in the middle between two. So should we go for more RIC or G7?
Balance approach, sir.
So
Balance approach.
Balance with both parties, sir.
Balance with both party.
Both teams.
Okay, both teams. Any other point? Yes, any other point? So tell me, recently we have seen so many controversy against Election Commission of India. So what is your opinion on that? Like whether Election Commission of India is really politicized or not? ये बड़े टफ था. सबकी
Sir,
शकल दिख जा रहा है मुझे.
Sir, Election
हाँ.
Commission already explained the fact that if any leader of any opposition party claiming that if there is something wrong happened, then Election Commission approach to provide the genuine evidence along with within a time.
But now, recently only, I think 2 days back, Congress, they are giving a lot of evidence. They're asking, provide us detail to the Election Commission of India. Election Commission are not giving that. I think, one particular assembly of Karnataka or somewhere else. So, there are 6,000 something vote. They have deleted the name of that vote by using
So that alarm
fake.
constitution.
What is that? You have to remember. Alar. Yes, Alar.
Alarm, sir.
You have to remember that. So and then in that constituency, the person win with only 700 vote margin. So when they ask about detail of IP address, all these things to the Election Commission not denying, not giving it. So if they give counter argument, so what you can see, you cannot support any corrupt organization. Rather, you can say, sir, this should be a high time. First, you can say that. So I have a lot of belief on the Election Commission of India. In past also perform very well, and I'm also believing that it's doing impartiality. So what we can do, this criticism we should utilize as an opportunity to bring about more transparency, to ensure that in democracy it is not the perception. Perception is more important than the reality. So we have to bring more transparency. We have to make everything public so that those who are manipulating and those who are involving in spreading lies, they can be tackled. And at the same time, election commission need to be strengthened by having a committee system where we need to reinstate the Chief Justice of India in the appointment committee. I think currently it is the Prime Minister and Cabinet Minister and LOP. We can remove the Cabinet Minister and CGI, so that person can be appointed should be neutral. So that case it will give more trust among the people about impartiality of the Election Commission of India. Okay.
Okay, sir.
हाँ चलो. So should SIR be implemented in Odisha also? I think Odisha is planning to implement. So should SIR be implemented in Odisha also?
SIR बोधे माने all over India रे implement होगा जाउची.
Okay. So before that, let's say, do you agree with the? I think before that, Election Commission is planning to implement it in Odisha. I think. Are you in favor of it or against of it? Given the problem it is creating in the Bihar.
Sir, SIR is a very beautiful thing. It should be done across all the states of India. The issue with Bihar is the timing where it has been done. Problem is not with SIR. It is the time which are where it has been conducted. So rather it would have been conducted before, so that the proper analysis and proper verification would have been done. But because the election is about to happen in November, so there is very less time left to conduct all this, because this is a very very huge work to be done, very Hercules work to be done.
Next, you have said it's a very beautiful thing, but let me explain one thing. So the qualification or the to ascertain your identity, the certificate they are saying. So don't you think that majority of the people of Odisha don't have the bar certificate? I think those here they don't have the bar certificate. I think most of here those who are discussing, I think you also don't have the bar certificate. And it's also without bar certificate and 10th certificate will not able to prove that you are the true citizen of India and not able to get the listed also. Don't you think that that is also a bigger issue?
Yes, sir, the criteria should be changed. It must be added with the last voter ID card or the Aadhaar card need to be checked.
Yes. At least if not that, we can involve the local people also. For example, if any person is having any doubt regarding whether this is genuine citizen or not, we can give this power to the panchayat or local level, so that they can better identify it. But we cannot. And second thing is we can give more digital form of those who are migrant worker. Let's say, for example, anyone staying in Bangalore, Delhi, so they cannot come just because of SIR. Just imagine how much money is going to involve in this process. Coming in flight and then going back, and in this process 7 to 8 days will gone. So we'll bear that money. So we have to make sure that there should be proper digital format also. People can self enter their detail about it, so they can update their detailed voter ID or all these things. Yeah, I think these are few issues you can say if you can implement it properly, and if it should be implemented in proper time, and there should be proper time for appealing, filing, and verification. Then only it is not going to be any issue, because it is the part of it is the responsibility of the Election Commission to constantly update the electoral roll. So under Article 324, then Representation of People Act, which act? Representation of People Act,
1951.
Section 21 sir, RPR 21 sir, 21.
कौन सा नहीं आरपीए का दो एक्ट है ना, देयर इज टू एक्ट ऑफ आरपीए, व्हिच एक्ट? यस
So 1951
sir.
No, 50 is talking about preparation of electoral roll. 51 is talking about real conduct of election. Okay, remember that. देखो 50 कौन करछि हमको प्रिपरेशन करछि इलेक्शन हवा पूर्व कौन हबो, 51 कहछि इलेक्शन टाइम रे कौन हबो. ओके चलो ठीक है.
Thank you sir. I was assuming this is ROPA 1951.
No, it's 50.
Okay sir.
Okay, tell me why judges are recusing themselves in giving any verdict now time, recent time. Do you know what is recusal of judges from giving any verdict?
Yes,
Sir,
sir. Refusing means to absolve oneself from giving a verdict. There are many issues so that is going on in India. First one is that the politicization of the issues. For example, the Ayodhya case, many of the judges recused themselves from participating in that case. And second one is that if any of the relatives or the family members are involved in that case, then it is judicious for the judge concerned is to recuse himself from that case because there is a high chance of partisanship or uh, being
Conflict of
influenced.
interest.
Yes, conflict of interest. Yes, sir. So these are the which I can.
Okay. So don't you think that judges they are recusing without giving any reason for their recusal? So don't you think that there should be a proper system and there should be proper reason they should stated why they are recusing themselves? Yes, you can say. So currently judges are recusing without giving valid reason. So in democracy, what is really matter is perception than reality. So we have to make sure that all judges while recusing themselves, they should stated why they are recusing themselves. Okay. And second is we need to have a procedure in case of conflicting of interest, how they are going to recuse themselves. Okay. So any other issue you want to discuss? I'm giving it to you all. And please, those who want interview, so please send me message. So tomorrow we'll have a slot in evening. So tomorrow we'll find time. I'll inform you if possible. Tomorrow we'll have time in evening. So we'll have discussion. And again, one more interview we are going to conduct Saturday or Sunday. So I think we'll cover all the students. Those who have already we have covered a lot of students. So those who have missed or those who have immediate interview very near, you can contact me. I think you can fill the form. I'll just post in this group. So please fill your date of your interview very carefully. So if according to your date of interview, I'll give you, the interview date. And generally, we'll make sure that you'll have at least 5 to 6 days after giving mock interview with us. And during this interview, we are taking 1 hour. So we are doing detailed analysis of your CIF. Particularly, I am taking note of all these keywords and then I'm asking a lot of questions from that and I'm also giving at the end also what kind of topics you have to prepare. So if you are taking interview, no need to take one-on-one also. Okay. So if you need, just fill this form. After the discussion, I'll share in the group. If you want to any discuss any important issue, you can raise it now.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, can you discuss about gender imbalance in Supreme Court?
Yes, I think इसके discussion I think मैंने पचा चली interview रेखा पचा चली. Okay, tell me, not about Supreme Court, in our judiciary. So
Yes, sir.
highly, it's a gender, it's skewed in favor of male. Female are not there in the higher judiciary. So tell me, what could be the reason for that? First, you need to know about fact. So please, anyone can Google out what is the percentage number of Supreme Court judges, women judges. What is the percentage of judges of High Court having women and lower court? Anyone can just Google it and put in group, and or you can inform me in our discussion because
Sir,
I want exact figure.
Sir, in
Yes, yes.
Supreme Court, out of 34, there are only 2 women judges.
Okay.
Until date, there have only been 11 female judges in the Supreme Court
Okay.
since the
Okay. This is
inception of.
yes. This is more than enough. If you can just say that. Still, we are only having I think it's 7.
11.
Okay, 11 judges.
Yes, sir.
Sir, currently there is only one female judge, which Justice Nagaratna. And before Justice Pancholi appointment, Sudhanshu Dhulia, Justice Sudhanshu Dhulia just retired, and to fill that vacancy, Justice Pancholi appointed.
Okay.
Hello, sir. So ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲି କି ଆମର ବାର କାଉନସିଲ ରୁ ସିନିୟରିଟି ବେସିସ ରେ କି ଏମିତି sir there is no definite criteria but seniority basis
No, we'll
रे
discuss. Don't worry.
जणे ही
We'll
मात्र
discuss.
yes sir जणे ही
ମୁଁ କହିଲି
मात्र women judge ଯିଏ direct supreme court को appoint ହେଇଛନ୍ତି ସିଏ ହେଲେ justice इंदु मल्होत्रा. I just wanted to say that, sir.
Okay, very good,
Sir,
very good.
another thing is that there is issue with regarding the collegium system, because to appoint judges there is no definite criteria.
Right.
We are appointing judges on the basis of seniority, but it is not mentioned in the constitution.
No, we are not following seniority. We are not following seniority. We are following, what the collegium believe. So anyone believe can be biased also, na? There is no definite
Yes.
criteria. So we can say there is a nepotism and patriarchy also prevalent in the judiciary also.
Yes.
Second point, you can see, देखो, lot of women, lot of judges, there is a criteria. I think you know that to be a Supreme Court judge, what you need, I think 10 year of lawyers, I think you need to be lawyer in High Court and 5 year
10
judges
years,
in, yes,
any
10 year
high
lawyer in
one.
the High Court and 5 year in the judges in the High Court, na?
Yes, sir.
So don't you think that women mostly, it's very difficult for them to continue this profession because of reproductive and they have to also take care of their children also. So this is what most of the women, they are not able to continue this 10 years. So the talent pool for women itself is reduced drastically, na? And second, you can say about already there is a lot of patriarchy there.
Sir,
Also,
nepotism is also there, which is called uncle judge syndrome, sir.
Okay, uncle judge syndrome.
Yes, sir.
so more
Okay.
than uncle judge syndrome, there is lack of institutional support for female judges. If you see
Yes.
in the judicial system, they do not. Courts do not have basic facilities like separate washrooms
Yes.
for female judges.
Yes.
And
So
a
that
lot
is
of times,
that is the reason most. Yes, please.
yes, sir. And a lot of times, several advocates, especially male advocates, do not give respect to the female judges because they believe it's beneath their dignity to give the equal amount of respect to a female and a male judge. This also creates kind of a psychological impact on such female judges. And they are also sexually harassed in spite
Yes.
of being such high constitutional posts, which leads them to quitting their jobs. This is also how the talent pool available for appointment of female judges goes on reducing.
Yes. Yes, I think you can talk about that, and you can say that we need to reform our collegium system. We can provide reservation for our judiciary also, like 1/3 seat should be compulsory reserved for the women also. So this can be a good point. Not if reservation is not for permanent, at least for 10 year, 15 year, the more women at the collegium level or at the top level, so they will appoint more. Na? So at least for 10 year, 20 year, we need reservation 1/3 for women also. You can also suggest that also. They can ask, what kind of solution we need to take. So we can say we need to reform, democratize our judiciary system. We can have open system where people will suggest. We can found a meritorious based. It should not be only seniority. We need to find a complex index on the basis of seniority and experience. So on that
Sir,
basis,
all
we
India
can rank
Judicial
the
Service.
judiciary. All India Judicial Service can be appointed so that we can promote uniform judicial system at the district level also.
Also, sir, there is a need for infrastructural improvement and capacity building in the court itself, especially for the staff and the advocates who work there, so that they are sensitized that gender is not a reason for you to divide how you are going to respect someone.
Right. Okay. Any other issue? Otherwise, we'll have to end our discussion here. So please पढ़ापढ़ी करो मु तुमको लिंक दे दूची जो मानकर इंटरव्यू चाहूच मॉक इंटरव्यू टिके प्लीज टिके जल्दी दे दियो कहीं तुम लास्ट मोमेंट रे मते कहूच कि करिया पई बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो कहीं मु बहुत देखो पेपर मते बनिया पड़ुची लाइव डिस्कशन अछि मोर निजर क्लास भी चले तो प्लीज टिके मते एडवांस रू भरी दियो ताकि मु तुम प्रॉपर शेड्यूल करि परिबी आ जो भी इंटरव्यू हो 1 आवर हो तुमको पूरा इन डेप्थ मिलिबो तापर तुम आराम से बैठी पढ़िबो सब तुमर कवर हे जिवो सो आई विल शेयर द लिंक if you want just fill it. So I'll find a date according to demand. If more people are there, we can conduct more, mock interview more also. Okay? So we'll have to end our discussion here. So I think please join at the 6 p.m. At sharp 6 p.m. because I'm always available at that time. So the more time we spend here, we can discuss a lot of good things. I think you can see a lot of questions they're asking directly from here. If they don't ask directly question, at least you have the idea how we can give this idea question answer to this question. And I think a lot of students initially they're not able to speak single word, but now they're able to express their opinion. That is a very good thing. Okay, so speak more, try to communicate, try to organize your answer. So that is what give you the good boost and also good marks in your interview also. So chaliye, bye bye, take care, good night to all, bye.
Yes, sir.
Yes.